Hey, aloha gang, Dr. Russ Rosen here in the community for the Masterclass on bonuses. I was live, and then apparently it said I'm not live. It kicked me out. So I have no idea why or what, but we'll see if I'm live now. News at 11. Comments, I'm going to say aloha if you are here. Okay, so I can hear it out there. Apparently I'm live now. Key frame rate too low. The current key frame rate, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so um, here we are. Last master class of the year. We do 3 a month every Thursday at 1:30 California time, and we will be back January 7th. I'm getting to spend 5 weeks in Maui, which I'm so happy about, because it's cold and rainy and gray here in Northern California, and I love Hawaii, and I love my kids and my grandkid, and I get to go be there. Fantastic. All right, we're going to jump in. So, look, here's the scoop. We have been talking about how to build a dream team, and last time we talked about how to hire, and so now we're moving into bonuses. We'll move into how to train the team, performance appraisals, staff meetings. We'll go into marketing. We'll go into flow, growth, associates, etc. coming up in the next several months. But right now, this is where we're at. So here's what I know to be true. Many of us recognize that using bonuses to incentivize our staff can be a good thing. The reality is, many of us have had horrible experiences with doing that. Many of us don't feel that we should have to bonus our staff. I pay them really well. Why do I have to bonus them? Others feel, no, I see it. I understand it. I'm motivated by rewards also. I want to reward the behaviors I want. But it hasn't worked. It's actually disincentivized them. It didn't just not incentivize them, it disincentivized them. It caused them not to work harder. It caused them to drag their feet. It caused them to say, let me just get a yearly raise, kind of thing. Okay, so let's talk about bonuses, the importance of bonuses, and etc. So I asked my buddy ChatGPT, why bonuses with a natural healthcare type of practice? And here are some of the things it said that I agree with. It motivates staff and boosts productivity. So bonuses can create a sense of motivation and drive amongst employees. In natural healthcare, where personalized care and attention are vital, a motivated team is more likely to deliver high quality services. I'd agree. The promise of rewards encourages staff to exceed expectations, leading to better patient outcomes and satisfaction. Do you buy that? I do too, especially if we're treating our team as paraprofessionals, not secretaries. Okay, we talk a whole lot more about that as this goes on. Enhances employee retention. Look, we've talked about a mishire or having to let go of staff and bring on more staff can cost us a fortune, up to 3 times their annual salary. We discussed that in some detail last time. So if you find great staff, you want to put the golden handcuffs on and keep them there. It can encourage alignment with your practice goals. In the business frame, 2 times ago, we talked about mission, vision, purpose, values, strategies, right? Marketing, all the way down to what are my objectives? What are my goals? Who will do what by when and how? They need to be aligned. If they're not aligned with mission, vision, purpose, values, etc., strategy, who's our niche market, all that kind of thing, then it's not going to work. Even if it's something that seems like it's a good thing to do or to bring us in a lot of money, it's not a good thing to do. So again, if we absolutely want these to be aligned with our business frame. Improves team morale. Absolutely. If they're making more money because they're doing a better service and they're serving more people and making more money and saving more lives, then they're happy. It recognizes and rewards effort. In essence, reward the behaviors you want. Everyone appreciates being appreciated, right? It drives professional growth, skill development, exceptional patient care. So Hmm. If you've got staff, sorry about that. If you have staff that are doing more than just answering the phone and scheduling, if they are, if they're doing pre-consultations, what we call tech CAs, if they're helping out with the exam, helping out with the report of findings, if they're doing therapies, if they're talking finances, if there's all kinds of ways that they can improve upon what they're doing and really become more of a paraprofessional. It increases patient satisfaction. Obviously, better staff doing a better job leads to happier patients who stay, pay, and refer for a lifetime. It also gives us an opportunity for flexible compensation, right? So the last thing I want to do is have someone on a salary or on a base pay, a hourly pay, and then every 6 months or every year it goes up. Why? Because they're here. It's called temporal, in fee increase because they're here for a period of time. If I don't want it to be that way, I want it to be if you're doing a better job and we're serving more people, we're bringing in more money so I can afford to pay you more. It's just a real different perspective. And then, of course, it can attract top talent. If you've been trying to hire recently since post-COVID, man, it's tricky out there, signing bonuses and all kinds of things. So if you're going to do something other than just have, would you like fries with that? If you're going to have somebody who's going to actually be, doing more than just taking, answering the phone and scheduling appointments, you want to make sure you really get good people. Okay, so she agrees. Roxy agrees with that. So best practices for bonuses in natural healthcare. So the bonuses we need to make them meaningful. So it has to be meaningful to the person getting the bonus. Sometimes those people are motivated by money and sometimes they're not. And if they're not motivated by money, you got to figure out what does motivate them. A lot of times what I hear from women is if I get a bonus, that money is going to my kid's soccer camp. Not fun, right? So what would they like instead? Ask them. Tickets to a concert, uh, you know, spa days, massages, like what would psych get you psyched? So make it meaningful to them. Tie it to measurable outcomes. In my goals program, and if you want the goals program in the comments below, put goals, and I'll send that to you. It's an extremely detailed program, and we talk about specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and a time frame. So smart goals, but there's a ton more to it than that. Like that's a hundredth of what you need to know for setting goals. They need to be distributed fairly. Um, they need to be transparent. There needs to be applied consistently. There can't be favoritism. And we need to balance individual and team rewards. If they're only individual rewards, they don't build the team. If they're only team rewards, then people will feel connected by the hip and that I can't get bonus because that person's not doing their job. Therefore, screw it. It'll become the lowest common denominator. I'm going to become as bad as they are versus I'm going to do the best that I can. So I want to have team bonuses, share profit sharing, and I want to have individual bonuses. Okay. Um, what does growing your practice or selling what is growing your okay, so what is growing your practice or selling more product, in essence doing more business, what does it mean to your team? Think about it. What does that mean to your team? It means more work. That's what it means to your team. So again, I hear this all the time. Well, they should just want to do a good job. Well, I'm paying them. They should want to grow the practice. Let me see, closed. Am I still on? Your live stream is experiencing performance issues. Try closing other applications. I will. It's a good idea. I will close other applications. Give me a sec. I'm closing. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. Let me see. Can I close that one? Yes, I can. Let's see if that helps. That'll be interesting. Doesn't look like it helps. Okay. Um, so I get it. They should do it because that's what they get paid to do, blah, blah, blah. But, human beings are motivated by rewards, and that's just how it is. Reward the behavior you want. I had a doc I was working with who didn't call me one coaching call because his phone was shut off. And his phone was shut off and his electricity was shut off because he didn't have any money. And the reason he didn't have any money is he had over $100,000 worth of reports to write for his insurance, and he would have got the money, but he sat and played video games instead, right? So, if in the next 10 days, every day you get a report done a day, you get $1 million. And if you don't, I'm going to cut a finger off. Would you get it done? Yeah. For this guy, we literally hired a CA to come sit with him, not allow him to play video games so he could get his stinking reports done so that he could turn his phones back on. Right? I mean, it's human behavior. It's just the way it is. I happen to feel this as far as the laws of the universe. If you do a better job so we can serve more people, so we can save more lives and improve more lives, and we can bring in more money because of that, you deserve more money. If you perform better, if you do a better job, if you have a better skill set, you deserve to get paid more. Just my opinion, just how my world works. So we want to cultivate great staff. If we treat them as paraprofessionals, they'll act that way. If we treat them as a secretary, they'll act that way. Well, if you want to do that and treat them like a paraprofessional, bonus systems work really well. I talked about in the last time that I've seen mediocre doctors and great teams do really well. And I've seen great doctors and mediocre teams or not good teams not do well. Great doctors, great teams is what we want. But again, the team is really important. Again, if you're doing this on your own and you don't have staff, that's fine. No problem, but that does limit your growth, as we talked about last time. So again, people do things for their reasons, not for yours. You need to find out what inspires them. I like when they're inspired by money because that's easy. It's just an easy transaction. If not, you would figure out how you're going to figure out your bonus, how much you would pay them, and then look at things you can purchase for them that would inspire them. One of the docs we worked out with for his superstar staff, her and her husband got picked up by a limousine, went to a super expensive dinner to her favorite band front row center. It was $1,000 night, right? Big night. But she was worth it. And she never stopped talking about it. I never did extravagant things like that. I didn't know that kind of stuff when I was in practice, but I did get front row center tickets for my CA at the MAC in Maui to see her favorite band, which I think was the Eagles. And we're 25, 28, 30 years later, she still talks about it, right? So it's just like whatever turns them on, that's what you want to do. Okay. I like profit sharing for team. I'm going to go deep into profit sharing in the club on Thursday. But for profit sharing to work, we got to be really clear. And these are the steps that need to happen. One, the staff has to be extremely clear on the goals. And again, if you want access to my goal program, just let me know and I'll send that to you. They have to believe that they can attain the goals. If they don't believe that they can attain the goals, it will disincentivize them. They'll throw their hands up and say, forget it, it's a carrot. I'm never going to get that carrot. I'm never going to get this goal. This sucks. And it will disincentivize them. So we don't want to do that. Obviously, if they don't feel, you got to figure out why. So before we talked about board stress during the zone and reorganize, we talked about that in the last one. That's what we got to do. We have to make sure that we set reasonable attainable, achievable goals that they believe that they can hit, and then we objectively show them exactly how to do that, right? And we follow up. And again, you can go into the goals program of how you do that. One of the things that we do is, in the goals program is, you get the performance appraisal form, which is these for the front desk. These are the behaviors I need from them, and these are the tasks. Here's how you answer the phone, blah, blah, blah. And then they grade themselves, right? And then you grade them, and then you take a look at where you agree, where you don't agree, and we help start to figure out what goals. And then that's going to help us figure out things that we can bonus them on. Okay, so you can bonus them in profit sharing as a team. You can bonus them on things that they could do above and beyond. So we're doing a referrals program this month. So you can bonus them individually. You can bonus them as a team. You can say anything above 10, you guys get bonused as this. They can get bonused individually as they go outside into the world and bring in new patients. Again, if you have a sign-up rate, there's someone who's doing the care plans for people, you can bonus them on their sign-up rate. Obviously, you got to look at your neck of the woods and see what's legal and what's not legal. Profit sharing, legal or not legal. Bonusing on, signing people up, legal or not legal. But those are things you can do. Again, they got to be motivated by it. In a profit sharing one, I want them to start to make money on the next dollars. So if we're bringing in $30,000 a month right now, and we're going to start bonusing them on anything above, they're going to get a piece of. I don't want it to be at 40,000, you'll start getting something. I would rather be at 31,000. If we don't have a lot of money, it would be a little bit, and then they can get more and more and more and more over time. But I don't want this to be something that's so far away they think that they'll never get it. It'll backfire on you. And then bonuses need to be in lieu of regular raises. You will see that if you do the bonuses right, they'll be able to get way more money than they ever would have got in regular raises, temporal raises, by doing, these types of bonuses. But I don't want to get into regular raises. I want it to be through the bonus system. That's me. You may not want to do it that way. Again, all kinds of different types of bonuses that you can use. I'm going to be going into profit sharing, individual, short-term, long-term, all of that stuff in some real detail in the club. If you want to join that call or watch the replay, that's going to be Thursday, 11 o'clock California time. Of course, I post the replays. And if you want that, just put club and I'll give you a free month in the club. And again, that's where, you can get this and you can get this and you can get all the stuff that I have given in the club. So look, I hope that helps, and I hope it was live. I hope I didn't just do this for myself, because I already know this information, right? I didn't need to do it just for myself. I hope you all have a really wonderful holiday season, whatever that is for you, that you enjoy it, you get family time, you regenerate, you recuperate, you come back to 2025 so that you can make 2025 your best year ever. By the way, I have 2 spots opening up for January for one-on-one coaching. So if you're interested in making 2025 your best year ever, one-on-one coaching with me, I'll bet you $1 is different and better than you've experienced in the past. Okay, as always, much love and aloha. Bye, gang.